I am just waiting on the timer if this is on. I just got a flicker and I think it's on. So my name is Omar Abisad. It's Thursday, March 28, 2019 at 5:45 p.m. in Toronto. So today's sampling of my illegal tracking or the illegal tracking of myself inside of my home. So I'm trying to give a daily sampling of what I experience night and day and have been experiencing for quite a while now, years. So the power is turned down, but I'm still being tracked. You'd notice that the alarm is not going off in this detector, but it is because in this one because the power has been turned down, as you could tell by the readings. Yeah, the hand. So this is not going off. So it's been turned down. The power has been turned down. And the intervals between the scans is time-wise larger. So right now I'm not in too much pain. I do have magnets on my obliques, which is helping with the pain. It also helps with the circulation in the muscle. I did a bit of research with magnets. Not only does it help with the pain, but it helps with the blood circulation in the area that's affected. So electromagnetic radiation thickens the blood and causes clots. So if the magnets help in the circulation of the blood, then as long as you have a moving a blood flow, then clots will not form, or the chances of them forming will be lower. So magnets, for me, works. So when you do wear them, if you do, I'm not suggesting that you do, but I'm just relaying my story. If after you did your research and talked to your doctor and whatever it is else you need to do before you start the therapy, don't put magnets around your heart. This is not recommended because it interferes with the electrical impulses of the heart that regulates the heartbeat. So today I'm not going to take blood pressure readings because I'm not in too much pain. So right now my blood pressure would not be very high. However, I'll show you what it was today. So today is the 28th. So this is the last. So this is the last reading, and that was 3:33 p.m. and right now it's 5:48. So number 2. Number 3, number 4. So this is while I was having lunch, and there's a pattern there. So there were periods of pain today, and this was breakfast. So every time I eat, I get hit really, really hard. Breakfast. So there were periods of pain, and then there were periods that was not as painful, but still pain. So this is yesterday. So it stores 30 per person, and this monitor has the ability to store 3 people's readings. So I'm just going to do 30. So yesterday's. So yesterday was very, very painful day. And we'll talk about yesterday. See how painful yesterday was? I was in a lot of pain. And yesterday was, I understand from harassing comments made in the bus the previous day, the day before. I was out running errands. And so that's number 30. And the comment on the bus was, tomorrow, that was yesterday, is going to be a big day. So I understood it from other comments that there was a contract ending because I was on a month, and that a month is coming to an end. And another flag was needed to continue the monitoring. So the pain readings that I just showed you for yesterday, extremely high, most throughout most of the day, was the big day. In that, and there's a pattern to this. If you look at my tweets as well, you'll see that around the time when the contract, the monthly contract, weekly contract changes hands, the assaults, the remote assaults, increases in power, like tremendously painful. The power is exponentially increased to the point where I cannot bear it. I do take painkillers. I'm on aspirins. Yesterday I was on aspirins. I get into my sofa or my bed, and I shield myself. I'm pretty much immobilized because I'm in pain, number one, and number two, as soon as I get up, I'm hit really, really hard. And if I'm outside, this is really bad. I do get heart palpitations. Yesterday I did get heart palpitations. And I just have to shield myself when I'm home. So shielding is anything metallic, so I use steel. And I put magnets on the steel. So it helps with the pain, and it does shield to a certain degree. It doesn't shield all of the signals. If the power is turned up really, really high, it actually goes through or come around or go around metallic shielding. Metal do shield microwaves. Again, it depends on the power. It will go through thin metal. So yesterday was extremely excruciatingly painful, and I verbalized a lot. So you could imagine that somebody, your hands are tied behind your back, and somebody is constantly burning your skin, similar to getting burned with a cigarette, a lit cigarette, is causing internal pain in your stomach, in your gut, in your genitals, in your eyes, your ears, which is extremely painful when your ears are pulsed, headaches, head, neck, behind your neck. And behind the neck and the ear is very, very, is a very common area that's affected. The people running this program like around this area here, the shoulder, and of course the obliques and the heart area. But around here seems to be very, very, a favorite spot to target, and the jaw area. So this is what is used, this remote technology is used to, and something weird is going on with the video. My timer is completely stopped. It stopped at 4 minutes, 58 seconds. Anyway, I'm going to continue talking. So this technology is being used to frame, to set you up, to incite your anger inside of your home. Now, when I'm outside and this happens, I tweet. When I'm inside of my home, I verbalize simply because I can verbalize inside of my home. And when I do, the power decreases because um, I understand that my home is being broadcasted because it's global, it's globally broadcasted. So if you expose an evil and you talk about it, blog about it, tweet about it, verbalize about it, um, the assault seemed to diminish in power and frequency. It doesn't disappear, it just decreases. So this is exactly what happened yesterday. However, when I verbalize inside of my home, neighbors will call the cops, will call security, because they're standing outside my door listening, standing outside the window listening. They know what they're doing because there are people in the building who are actually doing this. 25 Bamberg Circle. There are people at 25 Bamberg Circle, gang members, criminals, ordinary people who elect to take part in this program. They are actually sitting on a computer that will aim a microwave beam into your eyes, and they will hit the button while you're sleeping, while you're waking, while you're walking, while you're eating. It really doesn't matter. This is actually being done in this building, and I'm talking about it. Nobody wants me to talk about it in the building. So the more I tweet, the harder I'm hit, the more pain. And the pain level shows in my blood pressure reading. As soon as the alarm stops, the pressure goes down, the pain disappears. The body heat that I take with the thermometer, infrared, decreases, goes back to normal instantly in a matter of seconds. So this is not in my head. I'm not imagining it. This is real evidence that I am being remotely assaulted, and these remote assaults are being used to set me up and frame me to make me look like I'm mentally ill based on what I do inside of my home and say inside of my home. Not outside my home, inside of my home. Because the people in this building is retaliating. I do have a case going on and they are retaliating. One way to stop the human rights case that's going on is to have me pulled out of my home under with a mental health ticket warrant, never to return. The comment is never to return because I'm supposed to be mentally ill, emotionally perturbed, mentally unstable, and whatever else that is being said about me and submitted to court using what's been recorded inside of my home. Because I'm a target, this is allowed. I also heard that 5 years worth of evidence can be submitted. Well, this has been going on for 10 years at least that I know of, since I was flagged by somebody in this building. And the names of the management back then is being mentioned by harassers, mainly Chinese harassers, because this started with the Chinese community. Right after 9/11, I was flagged right after 9/11. Talk to you another time.